It's time for Friday night football action. You're watching the End Zone, presented by the Dozier Law Firm. Here's your host, Bill Shanks.
And hello again, everybody, and welcome to the End Zone, brought to you by the Dozier Law Firm. I'm Bill Shanks from Fox Sports 1670 and the Telegraph. Tonight, we'll talk with Mark Farabee from Stratford and Ronnie Jones from Westfield, one night from their meeting at the Mercer University Stadium for the GISA State Championship. We'll also have our Game of the Week, Warner Robins at Kell. Let's start our playoff action tonight with Dooley County at Marion County. The Bobcats beat Lincoln County last week and were ready for a lower scoring game against the Eagles tonight. Both teams loaded on defense with impressive performances all season long. Dooley County had allowed only 11 points per game in the last 8 games. Here we go to Buena Vista Eagles Stadium for the Bobcats and the Eagles. Dooley County took the field and they went to work. Dooley County with the ball. Shannon Hamilton gets the ball, caught behind the line of scrimmage there by Gorman and Freeman. Then Kirion Merrill hands off to Mark Lloyd, tries to get off the middle, stopped by Green and Gorman. Still manages a small gain. Then Mark Clark gets the ball, looks to pass but keeps it, runs down the right side, trying to dodge Marion County, and he's going to be taken down by Brown for another small gain. Then Merrill again makes the pass. Coming up, Chris Lundy. What a catch that is right there. 40-yard line, and he's going to score for a 70-yard touchdown right there for Dooley County. They were on the board, and after the PAT, this game was a 7-0 game with 6:21 left in the first quarter. Now Dooley with the ball again. Mark Clark gets it, tries to run up the left side, taken down after a small gain. Then Kirion Merrill passes. Travasky Lundy right there near midfield, near the 40, gets about 6 more, taken down near midfield. And then second quarter, they flip sides. Merrill again passing to Shannon Hamilton, but he's going to fumble the ball and it's incomplete, no good. And then Merrill again looks to pass, but he's going to get caught behind the line of scrimmage. Good defense there by Marion County, a 12-yard loss. Merrill again now passing to Mark Clark, but it's tipped and it's going to be intercepted by Riley, Terrence Riley for Marion Campbell. And Marion County gets to the 7-yard line before being taken down by Kendall Kellogg. Then Marion County with the ball. Johnny Royal gets it with a small gain. Then Terrence Riley manages to run to the 4-yard line. Then Roll again tries to run up the middle. He's stopped about a half yard from the goal line, but then Dustin Eckert would get it in and take it in for Marion County. They would be in there for the score. The PAT would be good, and that made it 7-7. Marion County would come back and win this game, though, 24-21 to end the season for Dooley County. They finished at 8-4. Again, 24-21 the final. Marion wins. A great season for Jimmy Hughes, but Dooley County is finished. Now to Roswell, Washington County at Blessed Trinity tonight in Roswell. Here come the Washington County team, and there go the Titans. First quarter down after a Waco punt. Blessed Trinity driving. Connor Davis's pass is tipped and picked off by DJ Sanders of Waco. The Golden Hawks are in business. And here comes our 5-star drive of the week. They go to the ground. Daniel Wicker takes it right at the gut for about a nice gain to the 25-yard line. Next play, Melvin Hill up the middle again. Bounces left, and he is going to score. How about this run right here? Waco so dangerous on offense. They were on the board first. The extra point would be up, and it was good, and it was 7-0. Waco, that's our 5-star drive of the week. Titans bounce back. Milton Shelton gets the carry, gets the ball down to the 30, but they would have to instead settle for a field goal. Here comes Mark Nolan. He would put it up for about 44 yards out. That made it 7-3 Waco. The Golden Hawks had to punt. The Titans got it back. Here comes Colin Bradley now. Gets it off right tackle, runs over a man right near the goal line for the touchdown. The point made it 10-7 Blessed Trinity, but Waco would come back and win this game. Waco, maybe the best team in AAA. They are very good. 46-17 the final. They are now 12-0. We'll tell you who they play later on tonight, but they are on a roll. All right, up next, we'll talk about tomorrow night's game between Westfield and Stratford. More of the End Zone right after this.
Welcome back to the End Zone. The drive of the week is brought to you by 5-Star Automotive.
Welcome back to our show. Let's talk now about the game tomorrow night at Mercer University Stadium between Westfield and Stratford, the GISA State Championship. The two coaches are here with us to talk about the game. Mark Farabee from Stratford, Ronnie Jones from Westfield. Coaches, thank you for being with us. This is a rematch of a regular season game that was pretty exciting, 21-20 with Westfield winning. And you actually went for a 2-point conversion at the very end after kind of a Hail Mary play and did not get it. It's about as close as you can get for a game there. Was it that close?
Well, the last few minutes of the game were close and really exciting. But I really felt like the majority of the game we really were not very effective offensively. I thought Westfield did a great job defensively against us, and really felt like they would control the game up until about midway through the fourth quarter. We had one long run, then we had the Hail Mary pass and had a chance at the end, but really felt like that they had pretty much controlled the game.
Coach Jones, can you take anything away from that game for tomorrow night?
Well, in the first half, we had some big plays. We had a couple of big pass plays, and you know, all I remember is the toughest time that we've had all year against anybody of moving the football on offense. I don't think either one of us moved the ball very well on offense, and I think that's because of maybe the familiarity with what we do.
Yeah.
You look at it every day.
Absolutely. Well, and the impressive thing about both of these teams has been the improvement from early in the season to now. Coach Jones, your team lost to Tatnall in week 1, 21-0, and since then you've averaged 36 points per game. Talk about how your offense has improved.
Well, you know, right before that we went to a scrimmage in Sparta, Georgia against Gatewood, and I can remember thinking, oh my goodness, what are we going to do, because it looked really bad. And then the next week versus Tatnall, we did not score, but we were inside the 15 3 times and just turned the ball over. And don't want to say young, but we were real inexperienced at that time, and some of those guys have gained experience, and I think I know we've gotten a lot better. And you've won 11 in a row. You've won 8 in a row, and during that time, 37 points per game, so your offense also doing very well.
We have. We've gotten better, and I think just like Ronnie, we're not really young, but we were very inexperienced. The wing tee was new to them, and you know, if you've never run it before, it's you know, it's a little bit, there's some nuances that you just have to work and continue to work on, and I think over time we've gotten a lot better with it, and they've responded real well to it.
So somebody's defense has to play well on Saturday night, but both of your defenses play against this type of offense. So how's your defense looking? How do you feel they'll do?
Well, you know, we've played good defense all year long. You know, last week a good Southland team has improved so much. You know, we've been a lot, but we didn't break. They certainly moved the ball against us, and we certainly got to play better this week against Stratford than we did last week. And your defense played very well against Deerfield-Windsor, didn't it?
We did, but you know, Deerfield is a fairly one-dimensional team. I mean, they got a really good running back, and you know, when you play against, well, all the years we played against Westfield, but you know, it's a lot more than just one guy, and it's hard to tell somebody, you know, we got to zero in on this guy or that guy. There are a lot of dimensions to it.
All right, real quick, Coach Jones, 21 years at Westfield, no state championships, so obviously a lot's on the line, and a very big night for you tomorrow.
Well, it is, and but you know, it takes a lot to get there, and we've been there a lot. We just haven't crossed that line yet, and our kids just want to cross that line once to see what it's like. But it's very hard to get here, and we're proud just to be a part of this game.
And Mark, for your first year, quite an accomplishment for you being back at Stratford, being at this level.
Well, it's really I think a lot of it is just our players and you know what's happened in the past, but it is, like Ronnie said, it's a great thrill. It's always exciting to get to the last game, and it's a great accomplishment.
Sure. Mark Farabee, Ronnie Jones, thank you. Good luck to you. We appreciate you coming in. All right, we'll take a break and come back. We'll have our game of the week from Atlanta, Warner Robins and Kell. We'll do that right after this.
Welcome back to the End Zone. The hit of the week is brought to you by JT Hanna Promotions.
Warner Robins and Kell is our game of the week. The Demons beat Richmond Hill last week 34-27. They had won 5 in a row coming into tonight's game against the Longhorns, who were 12-0 and had a very good defense all season long. Let's get right to the highlights from Atlanta, shall we, of these two teams in some 5A playoff action where, hey, they were smoking tonight with the Longhorns up there in Marietta. So far this season, the Demons have been as well. Here they come to take the field on some turf. And on the other side, here come the Kell Longhorns. And we get going here. First quarter, first down for Kell. Cameron Rosendahl going to keep it right here, fight to the Demons' 35-yard line. Nice play there, and here comes the JT Hanna Promotions hit of the week right here. Rosendahl to Evan Carnes, but he's blasted by Collins Jones right there. Nice play on defense. 3rd and goal now. Rosendahl looking, but can't find anyone. He's going to have to throw it away as the Demons are playing good defense early on. Then they would have to settle for a field goal. Would Kell. They come in, 22-yard attempt is up and good. Kell jumped up to a 3-0 lead on the Demons. Demons now get going. Caden Johnston is going to get it, fakes to the handoff, rolls to his right, fires it, but it's tipped and it's going to be picked off by the Longhorns. Keith Hampton will running it now. He's going to get it to about the 36-yard line. Warner Robins always good on turnover margin, but not tonight. Warner Robins have problems with the running game. Here, second and goal from the 6th, Julian Burris in the end around, and he's going to score, and that would make it 10-0 after the PAT. Demons would try to come back. Johnston completes the screen pass here. Danny Height, the third for the first down. Second quarter now, Johnston to Marquez Callaway down the 21-yard line, but they would have to settle for a field goal. Matt Mundy would come in and kick it, but nope, it's no good. And it was still 10-0, Cal out on top. Next drive, this really killed it right here. This is when it was really over. Rosendahl to Taylor Hinkle, wide open, and he takes it 79 yards to score. The PAT would be good, would put Cal up by the score of 17-0. They would add another touchdown before halftime to make it 24-0. And Cal would dominate this game. Just a tough night for Warner Robins all the way around. Cal wins at 52-28. The Demons finished their season at 11-2 on the season. Warner Robins had allowed 16 points per game this year. They gave up 52 tonight, and that's why they lost up in Atlanta. We'll take a look at the scores from all over the state of Georgia right after this.
You're watching the End Zone on 41 NBC.
And don't forget to join me every weekday afternoon from 3 until 6 for the Bill Shanks Show on Fox Sports 1670 AM in Macon and online at foxsports1670.com. Plus, listen to The Morning Show with Chucky Olson and Daniel Shirley every weekday morning from 7 until 9 a.m. All right, let's take a look at the scores from around the state of Georgia and see where some of the teams from Middle Georgia are going to be playing, if they'll be playing next week. All right, first 5A, this is the game that Warner Robins had its eye on. Creekside, the Seminoles, now 13-0. They win over North Paulding tonight, 41-14. Unfortunately, Warner Robins lost, so Cal will now play the Creekside Seminoles next week in the semifinals for 5A. The other two games in 5A, Tucker over Ware County tonight, 29-0. Tucker now 13-0. They score a lot of points, and Ware County, good team from Waycross. They finish at 11-2. They won 11 games in a row. Tucker will now play Gainesville next week. The Red Elephants are now 12-1. They've won 11 in a row after their win tonight, 42-28 over Monday's Mill. The Tigers finished 8-5. In AAA, Ringgold, 35-10 over Carrollton, Central Carrollton. The Tigers are now 11-2. They've won 3 straight, and Ringgold will now play at Washington County next week against the Golden Hawks. AA, Lamar County wins tonight. A little bit tougher score than they've been accustomed to. 35-24 is the final over Jefferson. The Trojans are now 13-0. They've scored 40 points or more 10 times this season, but not tonight in Barnesville, but they still win. They will now face Benedictine in the semifinals for AA, as Benedictine, the Cadets, now 13-0. They beat Hal Lamb and the Calhoun Yellow Jackets 35-14. The public schools for single A tonight. Irwin County beats and knocks out Johnson County 56-26. The Trojans finish their season at 10-2. Nice season for Don Norton and Johnson County. Irwin County will now play Charlton County down in Folkestone tonight. They kill Seminole County by the score of 42-0. And the other public school game, how about Hawkinsville? They are still alive, folks. They beat Clinch County in Homerville tonight. Not easy to do. 23-8 the final. Now Hawkinsville will play at Marion County next week. The Red Devils are now 9-3. David Daniel and the Red Devils are really having a fine season. And those are one of 2 teams left in from Middle Georgia. You've got Hawkinsville will be at Marion County next week in Single A, and Washington County will host Ringgold. And that will be it for the 2 public school games for next week in our final week of the show. And don't forget, tomorrow at 7:30 at Mercer, it's Westfield versus Stratford. All right, Dooley County knocked out. Washington County advances. And Warner Robins knocked out with a loss tonight to Cal 52-28. That's our broadcast. Our final show is next Friday. Until then, I'm Bill Shanks. Thank you for being with us. For all of us at 41 NBC, good night.